Welcome to Discovery Garden Nong Khai. My name is Hans Fritschi. Today is April 14th. It's the second day of the Thai New Year celebrations, and they are completely different than in other years. They are subdued, they are quiet, they are more beautiful. I don't like these water battles all over the streets. They have been forbidden this year because of what? Of a certain virus. You cannot hear the name anymore, me neither. Okay, now let's celebrate Thai New Year's by some rituals that are ancient. They are cleaning rituals and they are very beautiful. Here we have posted some figures, some Buddha figures, and then you just sprinkle the water over carefully, just not the loud stuff as is normal at this time of the year. And you see, Thais are reasonable people. They also use other things than this is Hanuman, for instance, the elephant god, and Thais often do things under the motto nützt's nicht, so schatzt's nicht. If it doesn't help, it will not hurt. And I, as an agnostic, I do the same. Now over here I have prepared certain things that you already know from the last few episodes. This is the egg fruit. I don't think many of you really thought that egg fruits exist, but you know, the flesh is a bit like the consistency of the flesh is a bit like boiled egg yolk, but sweetish. Now, what I like, we have prepared some salt into. I showed you that before in the last episode, and it has really ripened the fruits to perfection. And now I put the flesh of the egg fruit into a natural yogurt to combine the sweetness of the egg fruit together with the sourish taste of the yogurt, the natural. It's divine. It's divine. Now, if you want to plant the egg fruit in your garden, you just need this. You see, this one is developing already, this seed. You just put it in dirt and it will grow, and a few years later, it takes 3-4 years from seed to fruiting tree, and you can propagate egg fruit plants, egg fruit trees through seeds. That is also possible with this one, the graviola or soursop. I got some seeds here. I will talk extensively in the next episode about this fellow. Very healthy stuff, easy to grow. And today we are also talking about those two fellows. They are Cervelas. This is the national sausage of Switzerland. I mean, everybody loves them. You can grill them to perfection, and I will use them for Cervelat salad. This is a sausage salad that comes with Swiss cheese. And okay, you see the cervelas. By the way, these are my last two cervelas. So the last Cervelas at the Mekong for longer. I don't know how can I get new ones right now, because we are locked in the Nong Khai Province. We are not allowed to leave. And the Cervelas I took from Pattaya, where my other garden is, and there you can buy them at the supermarket. But up here now, shortage of Cervelas. The last two ones will be prepared with Swiss cheese. Now, where do we get the Swiss cheese from? I have a pretty good idea, and I will show you the Swiss cheese plant. And let's see if they have already fruited, and then the supply problem with the Swiss cheese would be solved. Maybe you don't believe me that there are Swiss cheese plants. There are. You probably didn't believe me either that there are egg fruit plants. So let's go first to my field hospital, where I will show you how to save endangered plants. Welcome to my field hospital, where I have prepared really good dirt. You know, I took, you can see if you go down in this hole, you can see the different levels down there. All the way down is burned rice husk, and then comes grated coconut shells, and on top of that I put some Mekong dirt, the good Mekong sand. Here we got some, let's see, yeah, and on top cow shit, of course, cow shit. Unfortunately, the cows didn't accept this device as a cow toilet. They did it one time over there. Remember when I showed you how the cow toilet worked? But it was a unique experience. They didn't shit in here. I had to put the cow shit in myself. Well, ohne Fleiß kein Preis. So now what we are doing here is something very positive. We have good planting dirt prepared with a lot of organic material, and we are to make sure this delicate plant will survive. You know, it's an egg fruit. I showed you the seed just over there, and now we are going to plant it. And that's one of the most beautiful things you can do in life, planting. Or do you disagree? Maybe you think of sex. Okay, sex is nice. Sex is nice. But sex is something, it doesn't distinguish us from animals. There are other nice things you can do that will definitely distinguish us from animal. I'm naturally talking of beer drinking, cooking and eating. Those things are what distinguishes us from animals. You know, the beer drinking, no animal ever was able to brew beer. But at the moment in Thailand, or in, all over Thailand, another old tradition has arrived, and it's called Ramadan. In order to avoid that people get together during Songkran festival, the sale of alcohol has been restricted. At the moment in Nong Khai, where I live, we are not allowed to buy any beer at the beer shops. I mean, it makes a certain sense because people over the traditional Songkran New Year's festival drink excessively and might share glasses and so on, and okay, makes a bit a sense. But later on I will show you how to produce your own COVID-19 beer. But let's talk about eating and cooking. You know, it's so important. This distinguishes us from other animals. Only human beings are able to cook, and this will have an impact. So this is almost finished now. I have made some other ones here already, 3. This is a very nice survival technique. I help those plants survive. They will nourish me later, so good deal. Now what we also have to test as a usual thing is, look at this gravity measure device. It's our old potato. It has suffered because gravity is destroying. Wow, look at this. Now it's really kaput. Huh? Gravity killed. Gravity kills. So I have produced some better gravity meters. You know, these stones. You see, they fall down. They fall down. They fall down. I think even if we are locked in for a longer period, we will not be able to destroy the stones. No. And gravity is still on. Let's go and visit some survivors. You know, in these hard times, surviving is everything. Rilke once said, wer spricht von Siegen, überstehen ist alles. So this is the motto of our today's show. Survivors. Who talks of victories? Surviving is everything. And I'll show you some very good survivors. Do you know the baobab? This is a baobab. It's the upside down tree, as it is called also. This is a African baobab. Very interesting tree. You know, it goes into like hibernation in the dry season when there is no water falling from the sky, and as soon as there are some rains and the raindrops keep falling on its head, the baobab comes back to life. And this is what you can see right now. Some bugs try to eat the leaves, but the baobab will survive. This is a survivor. And they can become thousands of years old. They are really magnificent trees. But if there is no water, they just go into inner emigration and just shed their leaves, wait, the rain is coming back, make new leaves, new life starts. They bear a lot of fruits, edible fruits. This is a wonderful tree. We could have used it as our Christmas tree in the Easter episode, but okay, we found another solution. Let's find some more survivors. This is another survivor I have shown you before. It's the strawberry tree. If you've never seen strawberry tree, now you see it. Seeing is believing. And it has the same flowers as the strawberry, which is of course not a real tree. It's just one of the names of this. And the fruits are edible, very sweet. And this tree is absolutely wonderful. It grows on horrible dirt. Look at all these strawberry on the ground, you know, and they are eaten by birds, and the birds, like everybody else, they shit, and then the strawberry tree is disseminated all over the tropical countries. It originally came from Mexico, but it has been naturalized a long time. It grows on horrible soil. It's a first plant if you want to get the soil shaded, for instance. That's the plant to grow. It will grow by itself. You don't have to do anything. It grows much faster than all other trees. It's just another sign of surviving and a positive sign of hope. Let's go and see if we can find the Swiss cheese plant. Well, many of you probably didn't believe me that there's a Swiss cheese plant, but here it is. It's called Monstera deliciosa. Even though if you don't speak Latin, you can understand this name. It's delicious monster, and these are the normal ones with the green leaves. And if you follow me over here, there are some with variegated leaves. It's a newly bred variety. It's called Thai Constellation. The Monstera deliciosa is originally from Central America, and I have to show you why it's also called the Swiss cheese tree. You see, it has these holes in the leaves, like Swiss cheese is supposed to have. And it produces actually an edible fruit. Insofar, we were on the right track to check out where we could get our cheese from our Cervelat salad that we want to prepare today. But no Swiss cheese fruits right now, so we have to look for another solution. And I'm very sure, very sure, we will find a good solution. Follow me. Okay, we are now back in my kitchen, and I can show you what we need to make a tasty Cervelat salad, sausage salad with cheese. For instance, here you have the main protagonists, the Cervelat. It's the national sausage of Switzerland, and these are the only two remaining up in this Mekong region. I cannot make them myself because normally I make sausages, but I don't have a cutter. I only can make, let's say, Schweinsbratwurst. You know, we might taste that some other day. And then you have the onions, and then you have the cheese. Now, this is actually a fake Swiss cheese. It's indeed, it's a Italian Grana Padano, very delicious cheese. Normally I would probably use Gruyere, I like with Cervelat salad, but this is in hard times as a replacement will certainly do. Now we make the sauce. I take this Salatkräuter, that's the salad herbs from Micro again. I mean, this is almost like a product placing, but it's not. I just like the product, not being paid for advertising Micro. This is Machi in the Asian version. So, okay, then let's add very important mustard. That is important for a good sausage salad. Then a little bit of Tommy mayonnaise. It's my last as well. So we'll probably have to buy local products which are not convincing. Then people do not like to take this, but I do. I told you I'm a little bit old-fashioned when it comes to taste. And some pepper, always good. Salt and pepper. And then we really go local by using vinegar, pineapple vinegar, made from pineapples. Here we go regional again. It's very strong vinegar, so we don't need too much. Then we stir it nicely. And we add some oil. So that should do, I think. Okay, this is basically it. So what we have to do with this is open it, remove the skin and slice it, slice the onions and slice the cheese. But in the meantime you have been witnesses to transubstantiation. You know, in the last episode we turned water to wine, and now today we do the same process. You know, the Catholic Church does it all the time. It turns wine into blood, and we will turn water into tasty COVID beer. So we are now in the transubstantiation business. You know, all you need to brew COVID beer is a slice of lemon, water, two pieces of ice, two. You cannot use three, it will not work. And of course, you need this special cup. You know, if you see the monogram on top of it, it's WG. That's stands for my grandfather, Walter Gissel. He was a great beer drinker. He was a restaurateur himself, and he went after he got pensioned and was retired. He went beer drinking every afternoon with his buddies at the Hauptbahnhof, at the Bahnhof Buffet, and they kept his personalized beer mug There. Now all you do is open it, throw in the lemon piece and fill it carefully up with water. It shouldn't overflow, huh? Because on top you will also need some space for the white stuff, the beer. Now we carefully close it. Simsalabim, Covid verreis, Covid verreis, Covid verreis. And I can hear something is going on already. Huh? It will take 2-3 minutes. Let me go get the Cervelat salad from the kitchen and follow me. Okay, here we are. Look at this, how this turned out beautifully. Huh? This is a real tasty Cervelat salad. Ah. You know, in these dire times, before you despair, cook something nice. Cook something that you really love. I love this beautiful Cervelat salad. With cheese and vinegar from pineapples. Let me take a bite. I cannot wait now. And a nice piece of bread. No, like this, you really can survive. Just survive another day, and then another day, then another day, and eventually this will vanish, that stupid virus. And, did you see? It worked. It really worked. We could turn, the lemon is gone. Yeah, that's part of the process. You know, the lemon gives the yellow color, of course. And the ice, it's fairly cooled down, but with these tropical temperatures. Let's taste if it's really beer, or maybe it's just Cervelat or white wine, or it's the real stuff. It's the real stuff. Okay, if you learned something today, for instance, how to make your own beer from water, then please join us again. We will meet here in our garden, in our wonder garden, where things happen that happen nowhere else. Again next Sunday. And if you have time and liked what you saw today, please come again. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, the Hans Fritschi YouTube channel. See you next Sunday.